Yo, what's poppin', you little lengtings? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. Hope you're doing well, really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News. Chelsea News is every day here on Football Therapy. Today we're discussing these stories that have been rotating around mainstream football media the last couple of days. Harry Kane to Chelsea, could it happen? Could Thomas Tuchel's quotes be the final straw that broke the camel's back in Bavaria that sees Harold Kane go to Chelsea? We have got Poch. We do need a senior striker. Osimhen may go to PSG. We'll play devil's advocate and talk about that. Fabrizio Romano giving a couple of updates as well. Kendry to train with Chelsea, which is exciting in itself. And yes, another Brighton man has come to Chelsea. So strap yourselves in, get comfortable. I want to thank you for joining me here on the channel today. It really means a lot to me, baby girl. If you do want to become a part of the elite OG GOAT gang, then do just simply subscribe to this channel, Football Therapy. Hit the bell if you do. I'll thank you for liking the video, and let's hop on into today's content. Fabrizio Romano tweets this: Kendry already in London to train with the Chelsea squad at Cobham this week as part of the club's development plan. Kendry will also be in attendance for the Carabao Cup final to support Chelsea, and then of course back to Ecuador. He's going to start playing for Chelsea in the summer of 2025, of course when he turns 18. Many of you will be thinking, why are you speaking about this, Jan? He's a kid, it's not for ages he's joining Chelsea. Well, it is really exciting. This kid is a superstar talent. It's easy to not think about it because we're not seeing it, but he is incredible. And this is intelligent from Chelsea. Integration, start learning English, learn about Cobham. So by the time you join Chelsea in that summer when you're 18, you could probably just play in the first team. And if you are truly that guy who you're being, bigged up to be, then who knows? Maybe it could be as effective as 18-year-old Kylian Mbappe. Why not, eh? Anyway, it's a big story. I wanted to speak about it quickly. This kid is amazing. He's broken loads of records for not just Ecuador, like South America. Go check out this kid playing football and get excited. Anyway, let's move on and talk about Brighton stuff because, we love the muggy little seagulls. Big Romano again tweets this: Chelsea take the 11th staff/player from Brighton in 17 months under the new ownership, which of course includes Graham Potter, Billy Reid, Bjorn Hamburg, Bruno Saltor, Ben Roberts, Carl Macaulay, Paul Winstanley, Robert Sanchez, Mark Cucurella, Caicedo, and now Sam Joel. You could also talk about the players we've sent over there: Billy Gilmore, Levi Colwill loan. No, certainly a peculiar relationship. We've done this already. This new geezer was the replacement for Paul Winstanley at Brighton, and now we've taken him. It is weird, it's weird, and people are rightly saying, why didn't Todd Boehly just buy Brighton? Well, of course, had he bought Brighton, he wouldn't be able to have bought Chelsea because of the conflict of interest in the same league. Multi-club models can't have two clubs in the same league. As you can see, the City Football Group, who own Man City, they now have 13! That's right, 13 clubs in their ownership, but of course they're spread across the globe and not conflicting in the same league. I don't know why we keep saying Todd Boehly as well. I've fallen into the trap. It's Boehly Clearlake, and to be honest, you're better off saying Clearlake as they are by far the majority owner of Chelsea. Yeah, I do want to speak about it. It's weird. He's been put on gardening leave and then he'll join Chelsea. If he's good, great. It's smart, it's intelligent, but it's just weird. Like, I'm going to just regurgitate what I said before, but it's like Brighton are our scouting system. Like, I'm not going to suggest anything here, but it's almost like there's this weird agreement where, like, you get people and we bring them to Chelsea. Now, I'm not suggesting there's a deal or anything going on there because that would probably be illegal. But either way, it's not, the optics are weird with Chelsea. It doesn't look good, is it? It's copying some kids' homework, but it's not just copying like your classmates' homework. It's copying some kids' homework from 2 years below you. Because, of course, Brighton are commercially, how they've performed in the Premier League, how big they are as a club. It's just weird. I get it, you wanted Potter and the staff, but, I get it, maybe like Caicedo as well. But, like, everyone constantly, always Brighton. I'm just bored of it. Anyway, hopefully it works out. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. Another one from Brighton. Hopefully he's helpful and we live happily ever after. And hopefully as well, we can just stop going back to Brighton for players and stuff. Because more than anything else, it's getting boring now. And people are laughing at us. We've got enough reasons for people to laugh at us. Alright, let's move on and talk about Sir Harold Kane of England. Loads of headlines speaking about Harry Kane to Chelsea, but we're going to jump over to Football 365 now. Bayern Munich head coach Thomas Tuchel directed a dig at Harry Kane after their loss to Bochum on Sunday, amid reports linking him to Chelsea. The Bundesliga giants paid around £86 million to sign Kane from Tottenham during last year's summer transfer window. The England international carried Spurs for much of his time in the Premier League, and he's arguably been doing the same this season with Bayern Munich. Kane has 29 goals and 8 assists in his 30 appearances for Bayern Munich across all competitions. That is wild. So that is 37 involvements in 30 appearances. But their 3-2 defeat against Bochum on Sunday leaves Bayer Leverkusen 8 points clear at the top of the Bundesliga. Earlier this week, Tuchel has admitted that Kane has not been satisfied with how he's been implemented in games. Kane scored late against Bochum to make it 3-2, but he earlier missed a one-on-one when Bayern were 1-0 up. Speaking post-match, Tuchel admitted the striker's missed opportunity, quote, may have been a deciding factor. We created some top-class chances. Harry's chance in the first half may have been the deciding factor if he finished that one with a touch instead of trying to play it. The game is over. I don't think today's defeat was fair. I think a lot was against us. I think we had the XG value of 3.4 and we had 4, 5, 6 top-class chances. Oh God, Tuchel, don't talk about XG, mate. We completely dominated the game and actually went behind out of nowhere. We never stopped putting in the effort until the end and played a man down for a long time. A lot went against us. I feel today's defeat is different to the last two. Tuchel, man, speaking of Brighton, you're starting to sound like Brighton talking about the XG. It's not a good look, bruv. Over the weekend, Football Insider reported that Kane is unhappy at Bayern Munich and could be tempted to a return to the Premier League. Chelsea are also being linked with Brentford's Ivan Toney and Napoli's Victor Osimhen, but journalist Simon Phillips believes that they have added Matthias Tell to their striker shortlist. Ooh! Chelsea have added Bayern Munich striker Matthias Tell to the striker shortlist for the summer, he reported. Tell is an exciting young striker, perhaps with a big future. I think his goals per minute's return is very, very good. He's only 18 years old and has been utilised understandably off the bench and has often turned to in moments of need as well. Impressive for such a youngster. Now, it doesn't surprise me at all that Chelsea would look at Tell. He suits Project 2030, Todd Bowley, Clear Lake Capital. The Chelsea sporting directors feel like youth is massively undervalued in the world of football and there's much more value to get from them there, and I believe you can lean on the youth. So that will be interesting. Obviously, two very different sides of the spectrum, an 18-year-old Bayern Munich striker versus a 30-year-old Bayern Munich striker in Harry Kane. Let's talk about Harry Kane then. I would love Harry Kane at Chelsea. I'm an England fan, but I've seen how this guy operates in the Premier League. He would just score loads and loads of goals. He will be that senior guy up front to make your Nico Jacksons better, to alleviate pressure. Of course, we've got people like Whisper, the new young Jamaican striker coming through, and, you know, David Washington, and who knows what's going to happen with Breuer. It will alleviate pressure to have a senior striker up there who will absolutely bang goals in the Premier League, assist, drop deep, and link up well with the likes of Cole Palmer and Nkunku. It is a bit of a dream. We know Harry Kane is building a house quite near the Cobham training ground of Chelsea, of course, although that is speculated to be because it's near a golf course he likes or something like that. Still, there's that. And of course, currently at least, we are managed by Mauricio Pochettino, who he has a great relationship with. The thing that I feel is, I'm starting to get the heebie-jeebies, man. I gotta be real. Maybe Harry Kane is cursed. This, should be the 13th league title in a row for Bayern Munich. And they got eliminated. Was it the Pokal? They got eliminated from the third tier team, and or was it the Super Cup? Anyway, he could go trophyless, and this is the first time Bayern Munich have gone trophyless for 1,000 years. One club in European football you're banked on winning is Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. And if Harry Kane goes there and breaks that winning streak, I don't know if I want to touch it, man. He's clearly elite and will give you so many goals and always perform well. And, he's rarely injured these days. It's just all great. But if you believe in, the bad juju in football, you're going to think, yeah, maybe this dude is cursed. Like, we joke about Spursiness. Maybe there is actually an underlying culture at the club that they don't like to admit, that they're not used to. It's just like not used to winning, and that does like get inside your head. But is one player enough to infect the Spursiness into an institution, a behemoth winning institution like Bayern Munich? Of course, I'm half joking here, but I do have that concern. Anyway, look, there was speculation as well that Harry Kane sort of went to Bayern Munich to win trophies, but also maybe to like win trophies for a year, maybe two, and then maybe come back to the Premier League. Because let's be honest, bro, Daniel Levy was not going to sell to a Premier League rival. So it's almost like the Bayern Munich was like a gateway drug. Not drug, that's a bad term. A gateway vessel to get back into the Premier League to another club. He'd never join Arsenal, of course, but maybe he could join Chelsea. You know, the Tottenham fans, look guys, I'd never join Arsenal, but Chelsea, they're different to us North London clubs. They win Champions Leagues. Come on, they're a different breed. Maybe it's unrealistic, but if he is unhappy at Bayern Munich, and if he'd want to be happy again, was he happy with Mauricio Pochettino. And who knows, if we win a cup, whether it's the League Cup or the FA Cup with Pochettino, that proves you can't get Spursiness into Chelsea, and we're just winners. Then you can mosey on down Harry Kane and score some goals. They would cost a lot of money. Chelsea do have like a kitty to spend for a big striker. He's certainly less risky than Victor Osimhen in terms of knowing he can perform at the highest level in the Premier League. But then again, Ivan Toney makes sense as well. Toney's 2 years younger than Kane, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck out of Ivan Toney because he'll only have 12 months left in his deal. Brentford can't ask Harry Kane money. He'll probably be like 50 million. Maybe 60 million rather than 100 million, and he's younger. Chelsea are looking at strikers. Could it be Kane? Could it be Osimhen? Could it be Ivan Toney? Look, Ivan Toney's great. I think he is great. I don't like the fact that Ivan Toney says, I'm a Liverpool fan who would love to play for Arsenal. That doesn't really wash great on me as a Chelsea fan. That's not the kind of stuff you want to hear. And of course, you know, Harry Kane's top. But the thing is with Harry Kane, he used to be Tottenham, and if he comes and wins something with Chelsea, it would just feel so great. Years and years of scoring incredible amounts of goals for Tottenham for nothing. For his own personal scoring record, great, but for nothing for Tottenham. Comes to Chelsea, even if it's just like a cup or something, lifts his first trophy in England for Chelsea in like no time at all. That would be really nice. I would thoroughly enjoy that. Anyway, as always, I want to put it out to you guys. We're very interested to learn your thoughts on these stories. Do you think there's a world? It's very unlikely, let's be honest. Like, this series, Chelsea News, I just react to the headlines, as you know. I ain't making this news up, I'm just reacting to it. So it feels unlikely that Kane could come to Chelsea. But would you like to see it happen? You know, how much money would you spend? Who is your preferred striker? What do you think about Tell? Is he a good option, this young kid, or is he just, you know, yet another 18-year-old striker that would be on our books and doesn't really make sense? Is Ivan Toney the answer, or really is it Victor Osimhen? Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts, feelings and opinions on all this stuff. Of course, as any news develops on Chelsea transfers or just stories within the club, I will react here as quickly as possible, so thank you for subscribing, hitting the bell and dropping a like on the video. It's really helpful to us content creators and I really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, I think I'm out, so take care of yourselves. Hopefully see you back here soon. Peace.